Welcome to Sondra's Paranormal Diary, May 6th, 2012. It's about 10:14 p.m. Um, we had several investigations this week. To start with, we investigated Fort Stillicum again. We were trying to see if we could go in there at night. I got a hold of Lakewood, basically the city who would allow us entry. She got a hold of the person at the park and they denied us access, saying that it would be disrespectful. However, while I agree yes and no on that, depending on what that person was going in for, and I didn't get a chance to actually speak to who runs the park, so I didn't really get to tell her my case. But after listening to EVPs from uh, the investigation we did by the silos, and my little warning I got on my leg, and everything I heard, it's in my opinion, and others can have their opinion, that Fort Stillicum's history, as violent and mix of emotions that it has made a grounds for some demonic activity or something close to it. I already got my warning. I've spoken with my team since this, and we've all agreed to close the file on Fort Stillicum and move on. See, in paranormal, you have to decide when to pursue and when to back off. And in this case, I think it's wise to back off. Our personal safety, above all, is important. And being that I am a lead investigator and I am responsible for everybody on my team and their safety, so I made a choice. And I put it up to the team also to make sure I was making the right choice. And they agreed with me. Some good things did come out of that investigation. We met a couple different people there. It was kind of funny how they did meet us. Leanne and Ray stumbled upon uh, Patty when she was doing readings with the millimeter around the barn by the silo. It was connected to it. And when she brought them up to me, and only told them who we were, she already knew who we were. Apparently she's been to the page. So I guess fate has a way. So they're wanting to join the team, which is awesome. We kind of kept them with us throughout the rest of the investigation that day, and I basically got a feel for who they are, talking with them. We're planning on taking them on another investigation with us, so that's a good thing. But Fort Stillicum, what started as a curiosity for me, didn't quite end on a good note, but it ended on a note that I can walk away from, and others can too. So I know my investigation probably won't be the last one there, but at least I can give a word of warning to other teams. Listen to the EVPs I have up. We are not wanted there, especially around the silo and the barns. Um, Basically all over the property. There are spirits who do want to be acknowledged, but they are outnumbered by the vast negativity. And as much as I want to help them, I don't have the means, and it's hard to go up against something you can't see. So it's time to be smart. So for now, the investigation is closed. We actually managed to do 3 that day. 2 I did with Patty and David. The other one was at the New Tacoma Cemetery. which was a personal investigation. Patty's giving me permission to post it. It was for her niece. Her niece passed away um, under suspicious circumstances, according to her and her family. So we went out there to get answers. Ow, excuse me. And what we got was interesting. Um, I don't know what it is about myself. I know I seem to talk about me a lot, but I'm still coming into who I am and what I'm capable of. Her father's grave was like almost as if I was being told to have a seat. And it was just like this warmth. Like I was relaxed and calm. Like I belonged there. Like I was welcomed. And for some reason, I wanted to take out my camera while there was EVPs going. And I took this photo. I have to cry again. And I didn't pay much attention to the photos when I was taking them. Never really do until you get home. And in one of the photos, there is this beautiful, kind of blue, bright, not even really see-through, but it's just so magnificent. I'm looking at it, and then I look up to the left, and there's this man's face. And I just get this feeling he's a soldier. Well, Patty hadn't seen the photo yet. And I showed it to her tonight. And she was kind of crying. She said, "That's my dad." I'm sorry. I'm trying not to cry. I'm not good at not crying sometimes. But in all my time doing this, I've never been able to touch someone like that. I've never seen something like that come of anything. I am coming into a whole new area that I'm only beginning to understand. I have good instincts. I'm training my team well. They're becoming like a family to me. And you just heard the love in her voice when she was talking about him. And you could see in the photo his grave marker, the stone. I hadn't even looked at it. I just saw this light, and I immediately zoomed in. And I said, "Wait a minute." And I zoomed out. And I realized, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh." I sent Patty a text. I'm like, "Patty, you have to see this photo." She identified him. I asked her if she had any photos, so we could show you all that it's not a lie, it's not a hoax, this is real. It's kind of, I feel like maybe in a small way I've got to heal Patty. Because ever since he died about 15 years ago. She has been wanting to see him in a dream, anywhere. And now, what drew her to me to join this team, I don't know. Something brought us together. And I felt like I gave her a peace of mind that I couldn't even imagine. And I wonder someday if somebody can do that for me with my dad. Because, as you know, my dad is not going to be around here forever. So it kind of hit close to home. But there was some EVPs. I'm still working on getting those up. And one of them, I called her mom, I think, by name and asked if she was there. And a woman responded and said yes. Patty wants to hear the EVP. And if it was her mom, I'm confused. How did they find me? How do I do this? How do I talk to him? I'm sure every person who really believes in what they do have moments of confusion, moments in the beginning when you're like, how is this possible? But when you see the love and just this knowledge, knowing that you're helping this person heal, just even a little bit, it makes you feel good inside. Sorry, somebody's going down the street. But I did do, sorry, the third investigation I was talking about. If I keep talking about this one, I'm going to keep crying. But we plan on doing another back at her family's grave. See if maybe they'll give us a few answers this time. Now that they know, and we know they're there. But if they say no, then we will respectfully let them rest in peace. Because I will not force anyone to give me answers. I will not do that. That's how you make enemies. And that's also how you can be disrespectful. As I was saying, the third investigation was at Titlow Beach. Me, Katie, and Eric went. It was pretty late at night. I took the EVP, my digital recorder with me. I didn't think I'd actually use it, but we were sitting there watching the waves, and we were asking a few questions here and there. At one point, Katie asked how many spirits are with us, I believe, and an answer came back and said 6. It's kind of cool. There's been a lot of death, as many of you know, down there. There's even a reef on the fence, and it makes me sad. But at one point during the investigation, Katie said something smelled bad, like rotting flesh. And I think shortly after that we left. So, which is a mini investigation, but there were people there. There was other responses, but like I said, I still have to go over those. My scratches are healing nicely. They still don't hurt. Well, not very much now, but they didn't hurt at first, which was weird, being that I have fibromyalgia. You think I would have sensed them being put there. Of course, my adrenaline was up that day, so, and after I'd felt what I felt at the silos, somebody didn't want us near the silos or that building. There's something bad, so bad in there. And I would urge others, please, do not her there. And if you do, please be careful. Find any protection you can. Because I saw a mom take her daughter there, and you could tell the child was either really shy or she just didn't, I don't know. I felt uneasy. And with all the messages I was receiving, I was scared. Not only for me and my team, but them. I'm not saying that person's a bad parent or anything like that. I'm just saying it might have been the wrong choice. I would never take a child on an investigation. They're too frail. I think she was 10 years old. Right. I think I put the photos up on the website. Also, there might be a little downtime on the website from the 13th to the 17th. Trying to get the domain paid. So, I'm hoping to find a solution. Because I don't want to charge anyone. Because I don't think it's right. But I don't know what to do, so if you have any ideas, let me know. You do. Oh, and that picture of me with everybody, I look really haggard. I look haggard right now. But later on that day, I got dizzy in the cemetery and I had to sit down. It took David and Ray to get me back to my feet. So that's another reason why I don't want to go back there. I don't want to be there. I'm not scared, but I don't like how they attack me. It's not right. I'm trying to do something nice. I just want to help some of them find peace. Let go of their anger. Makes me sad. It's been a very emotional weekend. I am emotionally and physically drained. And I need to get rested up, back to full strength by this weekend, so gotta stay active. I got met a couple new people. Yay! And you really need to keep on top of things, and you can't solve things if you're sitting on your butt, so. The Afterlife Investigation Unit is really slowly getting bigger, especially if I'm being told I'm known at places. It's really odd. Actually, maybe it's not odd, it's just surprising. I didn't think anybody really... I mean, because you see people like the page, you see a few people comment here and there, but you never really think... You never think anyone really pays attention to you. But I guess people do. They know if you're real. And I know and I'm going to keep on doing. And the team's going to be right there with me. We're going to stick together. And we're going to help as many people living or deceased as we can. I never learned the proper terminology of spirit. When you say living, deceased, you say passed on, you say dead. We're all people. As I always say, some with bodies, some without. The body is just a shell. So on that note, I will say good night. And thank you for listening. And you have a good Tuesday when it rolls around. Or whatever day you watch this, have a good day.